Welcome back to DSS Major Case Files. Today, we are featuring a story of how the Diplomatic Security Service assisted with the Chelsea bomber investigation. Follow along as DSS arrests the bomber. One morning in September, a DSS special agent had just gotten home from work when he got a text from the UN General Assembly Operations Center. There was an explosion in Chelsea. Can someone in the area go check it out? The agent had already put in a full day at the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force in New York. As one of the 25 DSS agents assigned to JTTFs around the country, he worked on counterterrorism cases that include overseas connections. But this week was the UN General Assembly. Hundreds of DSS special agents, along with local and federal law enforcement partners, were supporting DSS's biggest annual event. Saturday, September 17th, 2016, I jumped into my G-Ride, flipped on the lights, and headed toward the scene in my street clothes, he remembered. Earlier that morning, a pipe bomb exploded just before the Seaside Semper 5K in Ocean County, New Jersey. Law enforcement found two other explosive devices nearby, but got to them prior to detonation. The DSS agent thought it was too coincidental and knew he had to gather and preserve evidence of this new incident. The agent arrived at the same time as the New York Fire Department and a New York Police Department detective said the firemen believed the explosion, which injured more than 30 people, may have been caused by a gas leak. He began scanning the area and saw a mangled dumpster on the opposite side of the street. After a closer examination of the dumpster, he immediately thought that the explosion was caused by a device. He grabbed the NYPD detective and uniformed policeman and cordoned off the area to preserve this critical piece of evidence. He and the NYPD officers let the firemen know the incident was likely caused by an explosive device. The NYPD bomb squad arrived and cleared the area. Meanwhile, the agent called the FBI JTTF special agent in charge to apprise him, "This is a bomb. You've got to send in the cavalry." The JTTF, NYPD, and other law enforcement officers rushed onto the scene and set up a temporary command center to monitor the situation. The DSS agent and JTTF agents interviewed victims and witnesses. Meanwhile, New York City was bursting with DSS agents protecting foreign dignitaries in preparation for the UN General Assembly. Media got wind of the situation and frequent updates blasted over social media. This ensured the public was on the lookout, a good thing, as it led to another crucial piece of evidence. Just a couple of hours after the first explosion, the command center got a call to check out a potential threat 4 blocks away. The DSS agent and FBI agents canvassed the area and talked to several witnesses who reported seeing a pressure cooker with wires coming out of the lid sitting on the sidewalk, the same device used for the initial bomb. Law enforcement officials cleared and secured the area and called in the bomb squad. The bomber had chosen a high-traffic area with several businesses and a hotel nearby. Officials noticed several surveillance cameras on the block, then began calling businesses and knocking on doors to get access to the footage. Their persistence paid off. One of the cameras recorded the suspect, later identified as Ahmad Khan Rahimi, leaving the pressure cooker on the sidewalk. The next day, officials released photos of Rahimi, which helped them track him to a bar in Linden, New Jersey. A shootout between Rahimi and local policemen ensued, injuring 2 officers. Eventually, they apprehended and arrested Rahimi. With Rahimi in custody, the DSS special agent returned to his normal routine, which included supporting UN General Assembly 71. The agent was sitting in the Joint Operations Center when his phone rang. This is the White House. President Barack Obama thanked those involved in the case, especially the injured police officers. DSS, with the help of the Linden Chief of Police, facilitated the call. In February 2018, Chelsea bomber Rahimi was sentenced to life in prison. Through working with regional partners, DSS was able to identify, arrest, and help sentence the Chelsea bomber. DSS has the largest global footprint of any law enforcement agency and uses its international reach to detect and solve crimes around the world. In this case, DSS used its abilities and resources to save lives. And that is how DSS assisted with the Chelsea bomber investigation. For more information, visit our website, state.gov/m/DS, or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at StateDEPTDSS.